There we go. Well, if you can hear me and see me, let me know. There we go. Now it says I'm live. Hi again. So apparently this didn't work the first time I did it, so I'm trying it again right now. And as a result, I'm going to try it again here. So we're talking about our business again today and where we are going to. Let me see. I'm not on. Well, we are apparently having some problems here today. So this is one of those weird things that happen, I guess, where things aren't working right. So as far as I can see, everything is saying that I'm online, but I'm getting a message from Millie. Oh, she can hear me now. Can you see me too? Let me know if you can see me too. But so apparently there were some problems before where they couldn't hear because, silly me, I had my headset plugged in. So I was trying to do my voice through the microphone, which of course was tucked down out of sight. So I'd use the microphone up here at the top of the screen. So, what did I go over before? That's a darn good question. So first of all, I talked about the business and that it has such nice potential. It's great potential, actually, as a business. It can be a little frustrating sometimes, I'll admit, because you see people that are zooming ahead, they're doing things that you're wondering why you're not where they're at already. But it takes time, and it takes some effort and some learning. There's a learning curve in there as well. Most of the training addresses everything you need to do that you have when you're involved with this business, because it's all online. You have access to people all around the world to help you. For example, my mentor is in Ireland. Our coach, I'm not really sure where she's at right now. And it's such a group of people to reach out to for help. It's hard to really get stuck. And of course, if you have to, there's always YouTube how-to videos and stuff for training there too if you get stuck. Because sometimes things don't get addressed in the training because you don't think it's going to be an issue. And so you don't think to put it into the training for people. That's okay. As long as you follow the steps, you're doing fine. Give an example, like doing these lives directly through Facebook. The training said we can share it with other pages. What I didn't catch in the training is that they have to be business pages. I went back and watched, and it does say it. So I was trying for a while to link this up to Lily's page and my personal page that can broadcast there too. Can't be done. It's got to be another business page you hook up to. So that was something I missed in the training until I went back and watched it again. But the nice thing about this business is we like to let people know that it gives you more time. You have more time with family, more times to do things together. So the nicest thing about this is, while I'm taking time with this, well, Lily's at work, Stan is at school, I'm off on my split from work. I have time to do this right now. But for the training, you do that at your own pace. You can watch one training thing a night. I don't recommend that because some are short. But you can take an hour or 2 hours to do your training every day. But you do it together. Me and Lily have gone through all the training. Most all of it have been done together on that. A couple of things that we did separately on that, but it's because of the way time worked out. Whatever. But it's doing it together and learning together and getting things set up to work together. Because over the last forever, it seems sometimes, there were times where I just wasn't home to do stuff, right? Because I worked 2 jobs. In fact, for half of my life, it seems my working life, I worked 2 jobs. Either part-time or full-time. Well, I got rid of the part-time job finally. And Lily told me today that she's very glad that I'm home at night now, because we have time to do this sort of thing together, whether training or to watch a movie together or to spend time together, discuss things, pray together, work together. That's part of what all this is being done for. Early on in the training, when you sign up with the business and you get access to the training, one of the first things that we do is we watch, there's a video that instructs you to remember your whys. Learn why you're doing something. Because if you don't know why you're doing something and you can't communicate that to people, you're not going to go anywhere with that. And my why for doing this is my wife. Because I figure if I take care of her, well, I benefit, her daughter benefits. First and foremost, it's her. That's why I'm doing this. So I have time to actually spend with her and her family before it gets too old to mean anything to have time. Right? Because I'm 55. I've been working for 40 years. Yeah. Not necessarily including chores on the farm that I had to do, but working for other farmers, baling, walking beans, doing stuff as a kid, taking care of the livestock, working as a janitor at 7-Eleven, MCI, Walmart, Premier, Ryder. And for about 15 of those years, I have worked 2 jobs. And it gets old. You miss a lot of stuff. And when you're young and single, it doesn't matter so much. But when you have a family, you miss a lot of stuff. And I don't want to miss anything anymore. So one of my goals is to be where we want to be financially with this business by July. Will it happen? I don't know. Keep working on it. And remember that it's not an instant gratification sort of thing. It's not a get-rich-quick thing. Some people go faster than others. Others take more time. I'm not one of the 2-month wonders, but hopefully it won't take me as long as it takes some other people. Because one of the things you learn is that as people travel through this business and become successful, and I mean long-term successful, it took them a while. They've taken months, or in one extreme case, 4 years. Hopefully I'm not that person. But months is okay. A year is okay. But we just have to keep working on it. And as you sign up and go through this, you'll find that and you'll feel those frustrations. But all jobs have that. As you work, whatever field you're in, whether it's customer service, whether it's in the military, whether you're a fireman or a legal secretary or even a lawyer, a doctor, when you see other people being successful doing the same thing you're doing and you're still struggling, it gets frustrating. But you have to remember that sometimes it takes a little bit more time to get to where you want to be at. Not everyone can be Doogie Howser, right? For those of you who remember Doogie Howser. It's just a matter of sticking with it, keep plugging away, not being afraid to learn new ways to do things. Give you an idea, at Premier, for 13 years I struggled in collections, and it was frustrating Very frustrating with that to see other people being successful. I'm doing the same stuff they were, but they had something extra that I was missing. I don't know. Maybe I'm just not a good bill collector. I don't know. Better at customer service, I will admit that. But it gets frustrating, and it makes it hard to keep going to work. But even with this, as things go along, there's going to come a time where I'm going to be able to not have to work. It'll be a choice of, do I keep working for the benefits? Because we have people all over the world, and here we have to have our own insurance, whether it's through an employer or we have to pay for it ourselves through private insurance. We don't have universal health care here. So I'm not going to argue the benefits between either one. But my benefits are pretty good at my job. And I would actually hate to lose those. Actually, because then we got to pay more out of pocket for having the same sort of coverage through the marketplace, private insurance. But on the other hand, it would be worthwhile to do that because it means I have time to take my wife places. We can go take a week off and travel to Chicago or New York or someplace, go to the Black Hills for a week or 2 weeks, and I have to worry about coming back for a set time just because we want to go and stay. Have time to go to the caves in the Black Hills and do different stuff, for example. Have time to go shopping in New York or Chicago and visit all the museums and all the great sites that they have there. Instead of having to worry about, I can take X amount of days off from work, then I got to be back. But so that's the purpose behind this business, is to have time to be able to do things with your family. Have time to be able to experience life with them again and not miss stuff again. And that's the important thing about the business, is it gives you that time, and we talk about that. And we just have to remember again, it takes time. So, almost back to 15 minutes again. And here I said, originally I wanted to keep this at about 15 minutes. Any final thoughts that I might have is staying positive and not getting frustrated. And remember that you're a team when you're working with your spouse on this, or your partner if you're not married. And that if you're single, you still have a team you can fall back on. That's everyone else in this business that you can rely on, that you can talk to and ask for help, because at some point someone will reply. And you have certain people you can go to, your mentor especially. I owe a lot to Chick so far. She's very helpful and informative, and she answers pretty quickly. Time zone's a little bit different. She's 6 hours ahead, being in Dublin, but that's okay. I can leave her a message and know that she'll see it in the morning and reply, like she did last night, this morning. And our coach, Corel, she will reply as well. I've talked to her on the phone at least once or twice, or once so far, that I had to have a question I needed to talk to her about. And she answered that, and we got things going on again. So, don't lose hope. Stay positive, and remember that it takes time and effort. It's not a get-rich-quick scheme. I'd be rich already. I'm not. But I keep plugging away and keep working on it. And keep trying on it. So I'm going to go ahead and let you go now and say hi. I don't know who's watching. I have one person watching. 2 people to react. Oh, I got people sharing it already. Wow, okay. Hey, it's nice to see that people have actually seen it and watch it. So, Y'all have a good day. And if you don't get to watch it live, you can always watch the replay later. It'll be available in a little bit. So, bye for now.